And hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Demon Gate Sundered Sands. It's been a while since we last played. Joining me going to be Rogue as Aragon, Aki as Azrig, and Demi as Soth. As always, this is a Blades and Blasters production. Please feel free to go ahead and hit the bell, like and subscribe to the videos, and we'll do so if you like RPGs, campaigns, one-shots, character generation tutorials, the occasional system review, or talk when we are all drunk. We're going to go ahead and read a quick handout, and then we will get back in where we last were. Everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
The trio finds themselves in the shifting sands, a treacherous stretch of desert in Bazundanal with many pitfalls, ruins, and dangerous terrain. Avoiding the natural dangers, the trio came across an illusion they were able to discern and see through. Footprints leading into a hidden cave. A dangerous slaver, one that the trio has history with, may very well be within reach. When we last left off, you had all just entered into a hidden cave east of Doomdol. Footprints had led you in, and there was some suspicion that an old acquaintance was out this direction. As you all entered, Azrig unknowingly triggered a trap lined up with the wall there. Was lucky to avoid damage, but you did hear the sound of footfalls and see lights in the far distance. And you may go ahead and proceed from here.
Yeah, let me see. I'm just double checking astral senses real quick.
And I did have a torch lit too, right?
I believe so. Let me see what your vision looks like.
Oh yeah, I do have low light, or infra, isn't it, with Azrig?
Oh yeah, it's on.
Yeah, I have infra vision, don't I?
Ooh, dark vision.
Yeah, let me go ahead and give you guys some additional sight then.
I can see anything that's warm or cold.
Okay, updated sight on people that have other sight than the usual vision.
Yeah, Azrig is
Probably not going to be too much more different on Azrig, but what you see is what you can see right now.
makes sense. Alright, yeah, so yeah, he's gonna press up a ways, kinda sticking to the wall mostly. Kinda motion for the others to kinda come along quietly as he kind of slinks very low. This reptilian stalking.
Roll me a stealth and concealment.
Alrighty.
And stop right there if you would.
Yep.
I guess Aragon is kind of like has finished lighting his torch or whatever and is holding it up. He's probably going to have the broadsword, the dwarven broadsword in one hand and the torch in the other.
Mm.
Cool. Stealth is dex,
And
right? Sorry.
Yep. Stealth is dex, concealment is perception.
he's lifting it up to illuminate the walls, and he can see Azrig disappear into the darkness. See, oh, Soth is behind him right here. He nods to Soth and says, you should probably go ahead of me. I like to disturb your eyes. He sees.
That is fine. You know, you have a sword. Swords are no good from the back. Now, if we had that bow we were talking about, then maybe.
He smiles and he turns towards where Azrig went and kind of squints his eyes and slowly starts to move forward.
Alright, Azrig, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll me a dexterity check.
Alrighty.
Not so good.
Big chunky boy. He's not the best with, you know, subtlety.
So as you're passing by, you hear something snap next to your ankles. When you look down, there's a small kind of string. And as you look up, there are several shuriken that fly out of the wall to your right. And would do 10 damage to you if that pens armor at all.
No, it doesn't. As Azrig kind of brings his arms up and kind of catches most of them in front of him. Kind of chinking through a bit of the scale, but not really doing any kind of lasting damage.
You see some kind of mechanism built into the wall that was latched. It fires a couple of shuriken out, but you're not hurt.
It's one way to
You
deal
do
with
hear
traps,
voices
just
up
beat
in the
them.
distance.
Oh. Can I make out anything of what they sound like? Or what they're saying?
What languages do you speak?
Let me go down. I know Raikanu's one of them, and I doubt this is going to come up. Turns out to be a Raikanu smuggling operation, then I'll be great, but where is it? It's somewhere on here. I know it's Raikanu, and then the
Middle column underneath skills.
oh, that's why it's up higher.
You know Rama?
Yeah. Rama, Coulson,
Okay.
and Raikanu, yeah.
Alright, and just to check, Soth, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just following my boy.
Alright. Arrogant and Sophie both trying to be stealthy as you're moving?
I am. Even though I have my light, I'm at least trying to step lightly.
So-
He's got to watch out. There's no point. I'm just chilling, walking.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll stealth and concealment with -3 mod. Arrogant, just because you have the torch out. It's a flat -3, not -3 to level or anything.
Making Azric look pretty good here.
I was gonna say too, as that sound erupted, he's also like, hey.
I think you cut out a bit there, Rogue. What'd you say?
As that sound, went off from the trap, he's also gonna say, Azric, are you okay?
Yes, it is fine. Kind of attempts to be quiet, but kind of carries a bit.
He
Yeah.
can not see you in the still from where he's at in the torchlight.
Yeah, Azric, further down the path, getting closer, you hear two voices speaking in Rama. You're able to make out and discern what they're saying. They speak in hushed, hissing tones. I heard something this way, clicking. You think someone set off the traps? Who would find this place? It was difficult The wizard's magic should have made it so. They are getting closer.
Yeah, Hazard kind of gets down low as he can, kind of tucks away. I assume this will be the one I already rolled, yeah? Conceal.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you
tucks up against
you kind
the
of see
wall.
some figures with your vision on the edge there, roughly your height, probably maybe slightly shorter, but similar stature. And one moment.
Oh my. It's less than 3. Oh no, that's not less than 3. Oh no. Actually,
one of them steps forward a little. Oh, good.
Oh, go ahead. Go.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was thinking I had the 2 was me dodging the trap. It was a 3. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I think your reception was a 3. Yeah. So, one of them kind of steps forward a bit further, but the other one, you see the outlines, grabs his arm, and they're quiet, but you see a slight head nod in what you think is your direction, and they draw steel.
Ooh, yeah. Azric wants to just completely rush them. That's his instincts say, kill them before they can do anything.
Initiative.
All right. I have a button for that. There we go. Button. It's 2. Oh no.
Yikes.
Getting off to a rocky start so far. Oh my.
And all of us throwing that in?
Yeah, may as well.
Oh, fuck.
Quick question, what was this trap that we walked by? That Hazard set up?
The first one that the one that you can see is a kind of one of those swinging wall traps, kind of swung down or swung from the side, and has just stayed in place since, with spikes on it.
I need them both to somehow roll ones. Almost.
Nope.
Very close.
All right. So Aragorn, you hear steel rasp from a scabbard up ahead. You can't really make out Azric, I don't think, but you did hear other voices coming from further down the hall in a language you don't understand. You will be first in this order.
Gonna move up. Out here. And from that point, still cannot see an enemy, so he is going to do his blade form and basically get in a defensive stance and starts swinging his blade in front of him, being ready for the enemy to come at him.
All right. So if you see Aragorn run up ahead with his sword, preparing defensively.
Real quick. I'm looking at this trap. Can I figure out maybe how long it would take to reset it?
If you have traps, roll traps. If you don't, perception. You're not really familiar with it, the mechanics of it. You've not really worked with traps before, so you're not sure. Could take a few minutes, might take longer. It doesn't appear to be overly complex, but this is not a field of expertise that you have.
How long is a turn?
Turns, I believe, are 10 seconds. Is that correct, bro?
Quite a few turns. Alright, never mind then. I was gonna see if I could notice it.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 seconds, I think.
Oh, there you go. Yes, you can still go ahead and act.
Oh, no. Realizing I'm unable to reset this in time, let's see, what's my... I guess I'll start crawling up towards, our sword boy, see what's going on, get a better view.
Okay.
I don't see anything, so...
You're about to.
Alright,
Hopefully.
so you hear, one of them, Azrig, Kraut, and Ramah, interlopers! This kind of resonates through the cave.
Damn it. I was somehow hoping that I would be able to kill them before that happened, but it's too late now. We do this the hard way.
And, you actually see the figures start to run back. I should probably put a grid on here, I think. So I can keep better track of the hexes.
Makes it harder for me to kill you.
There you go. You actually see them fall back, Azrig.
And I can run double my speed, right?
Yep, it's your turn.
What's my speed?
Got ready. This is a good place.
Where the fuck is it? It's somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's...
On your decks.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's 11 because I have a thing for. Oh, I can just reach them. Yeah, right there. That's within 11, so I can do a charge attack. Or whatever. So I'll do the run to attack as Azrig kind of heads up to get at them.
Alright, so before that, I need you to roll me an agility.
Alrighty. Dexterity, you mean?
Yes, dexterity.
Dexterity.
Oh, you're rolling like shit.
I mean, that seems pretty good. It's a
I gotta bring you back to here.
Oh my.
For reasons. So you charge at them. You see them both standing over here waiting. And then as your foot hits a certain part of the path, it gives way beneath and you fall into a 10-foot roughly deep pit of spikes. So
I can climb. It'll be fine. I have normal speed when climbing.
Jesus, it's awful.
Yeah.
And I need you to make me a body save as well.
Alrighty. There's a button for that, yeah. Come on. Oh no, so close.
Alright.
Punji steak, motherfuckers.
So you would take 13 if that
so
breaks.
2.
And you also begin to feel immediately ill. Hold on a moment. It's a burning sensation in the wound. The wound's not very deep, but you feel a burning sensation.
Oh shit. That seems bad.
You're gonna take D8 damage for the next 7 rounds.
That's not too bad.
From the poisons that have been put on these.
And I still have the rest of my movement, right?
You would have to climb out.
Oh.
It is about 10 feet, so it would cost you 2 squares to get out of the hole.
Problem.
And you'd have to pass a climbing check.
That was like over from right there.
You move. I think you moved 3.
Yeah, I think. Was it 3? Okay. So yeah, then I've still got, because I've got 11 total. So yeah, so I've got 7 more. Oh yeah, I do have enough. So yeah, in kind of, you said it costs 2 to get up.
It would be 2 to get up with a climbing check. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I have the climbing claws.
You do.
Do I still need to make a climb check or?
You just get a bonus for it from climbing claws.
I see. Okay, yeah. How much is it? It's like +3.
I think it's +3 to level. So it's +3 to your level. It's not your modifier.
Okay.
So it's you roll at 3 dice levels higher than you normally would for a dex check.
Alright, let me see. I don't think I have a button for that, so I just need to see. Thank you. Because that goes off of strength?
It goes off of dex, actually.
Off of dex, okay. So my dex is a d10, so it'll be 3 higher.
Should be 2d8, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you easily clear it.
Falls down.
I'll even say you keep your full movement after that, 'cause you just kind of definitely pull yourself up, so you could still go 7 if you needed it.
Yeah, so he manages to get on up, out and get up to them as he scrambles up in that kind of on all 4 reptilian crawl almost towards them, as he then brings up his dagger towards them. And I will do I have combo attack, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, so I've still got my full thing. So I've got 3 melee. So let me go ahead and attack with, do I have a button for that one? No. Okay. Let me go off of my sheet real quick. My boy, my dagger. Chi strike, yeah. Because I think tidal wave has to be. Can I do that while charging? I think you can, right? Tidal wave.
If it doesn't say you can't, then you can.
Sweet. Okay. Then I'm attack for it. This is a cleave, of course, so this will go for both of them, so I can reach both.
So they both have to dodge 11.
Yep. Both failed.
Yes. And then it is going to be the 3 multiplier, right? I believe. I don't think I'm fucking anything up here. I believe that's what it is. Yep, because the combo attack. Alright. There we go. As he charges in, let me do the D6 and a D20, I think, for the drain on those two. So let me just D6 and a D20. Oh, but that would be just 6, right?
Right, just a 6.
So 11. Okay.
11. Describe how you kill both of them.
Yeah, as I imagine, there's kind of a slightly more pleased look as he falls in the pit, and then just the kind of terror as he clambers up and on all 4 rushes up, and the kind of ledge there, he kind of comes up along the side of it, dashes in, bringing the dagger into one's neck, pulling him upwards with it, and slamming him into the other one as he then hits that one into the rocky wall here, smashing several cracks and sputters as his spine breaks.
The 2 of you hear a very sickening sound from up ahead. And for now, combat ends.
Argon looks back at South, and just after saying, this is a good place for a defensive position, yeah? And then Azric takes off running. He's like, ah.
Yeah, I imagine there's some kind of clunking sound, or was the pit just there?
The pit was there, so it was something over it. That's why you didn't see it. You also didn't look for it, so
there's a bit of a kind of a grunt, and then the horrible sounds up ahead.
Also, I think we said D8 damage through your protection. So just roll D8 7 times, so 7d8.
Yeah, 78, 28 damage.
28.
Alrighty.
This place has many surprises.
Azric kind of drops down low again and doesn't really say anything as he kind of takes a look around and listens more than anything to see if he can hear anything coming after their yells and calls of intruders.
You can roll perception or observation.
Alrighty. Well.
Nope.
He's so shit. Until it comes to him hitting stuff. Ergrin, can you see him?
Oh, he still can't see him, so he's like looking down the pit with the torch, and he's like, Azric.
Yes, over here. He kind of is not as low as he was before now. He's kind of still keeping a bit low physically, but his voice is almost normal. As
now
you can probably hear him scuffle in the darkness, clambering over the bodies. Is there anything in particular on them that sticks out? Azric will do a quick once over.
Yeah, I can tell you. So their armor is mostly destroyed after being slammed on the wall, but you do see one of them had a koppish in their hand, which you know is kind of like a sickle type weapon. Usually it's more ceremonial, but this is battle ready. And the other one had a mace.
Yeah, Azric will kind of set both of those aside and toss them slightly Ergrin's way. Weapons here. I will look ahead, yes?
And Ergrin notices the red eyes in the dark now too, and just at the end of the torchlight, and he's like, yes, let me check.
Azric will then kind of move up to the next bit of...
I need you to make another dex.
I knew it. I knew the moment I would step towards the middle of the room. I was like, oh, this is going to be fucking great. He's just going to trigger all the traps and not give a shit. It's the best. Fucking hell. Although if it keeps being...
Yeah, that's not great. Hold on.
Oh, these pits.
Another pit opens up, and
God.
I need to start using my fucking astral senses. Oof, that one actually does some damage.
So you fall into another pit. This one, if you weren't expecting it to be there, it takes you by a pretty serious surprise, and one of the several spikes jabs you pretty ferociously through the abdomen, and you feel this one. 27, and then would it reduce whatever you get toughness on for that, but yeah. I need you to make a body save for me again.
Toughen up, boy. Oh, nope. Fucking no.
2 rounds of D8 toxic damage again.
Build up some immunity here. Come on. Fuck.
Thank you for clearing these traps for us. I didn't see them.
No one expects the second pit trap. Shit.
Aragorn, I'm going to head back to the entrance and mess around a bit. Don't want anyone else coming in on us.
Okay, I will stay with Adric.
Make sure he does not die, okay?
Ezra will clamber up out of the
I will
pit.
try.
Do you want me to do another climb? Or?
You're not under pressure for this one. You can easily climb out. It's not super deep. It's just spikes and the surprise.
Such surprise. Oh my. Yeah, Ezra will kind of clamber out. A bit of blood trickling from the side after that last spike. As he then kind of, again, sticks very close to the wall as he kind of moves up to scout ahead.
I need you to stop right
So
there.
many boys.
Hold on.
Can I see, like, when I look down in the trap? Can I see any poison on those tips or?
Oh
anything
yes.
like that?
Oh yes. You see that there's some substance rubbed on there that does not appear natural, like dirt or sand or anything like that. It's kind of a light. It's a bit of a dark green, sort of. You can make out with your torchlight.
Doo-doo. We're putting doo-doo on those tips.
Mm-hmm.
Azrig, I need you to make me another dex check, man.
Alrighty. This will be the one that he, does like insanely good. He'll get like a 20 on.
No, that's bad. That's really bad.
Oh my god. These rolls. What the fuck is that? It's a saw blade. I just said I needed to use my astral sense, I didn't fucking do it. Oh my god.
For a fumble, that's gonna be
gonna eat
power
all the
damage
traps.
×2, man. This could be bad.
He's gonna eat it. Just eat them and not care. I need a healing ability. I really should have taken the fucking she healing.
You might care about that one.
That's not too bad. It's 32. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
It's a 21. Blackjack. I still got health.
So as you are passing through here, another click by the ankles, and you hear this whirring come out from the side, and this large serrated blade comes out of the wall and sprays across the side of your right flank. You're able to get out of the way before it cuts into you too deeply, as it is a large saw. But you do feel the sharp pains digging through armor and flesh on your right side. At the same time, you hear a "now!" and an ambush is sprung on you.
Come on, you sons of bitches.
So, since you weren't looking for them there and you rolled poorly on perception, they are going to get a surprise round. They've been setting this one up. Aragon, you of course, Aragon's gone. But roll initiative for when it is your turn. And then we'll go from there.
Button. Let's not be a 1. It's an 8. Hey, it's not a 1. This is a moment of truth. But does he die?
Right.
Does he live? We don't know.
So they're all gonna get actions for the surprise. And then we'll go through regular turn order. Demi, if you're able to get back up there and get involved. Yep, there you go.
Can I even hear this from all the way down here?
You'd have definitely heard the loud whirring noise. We can actually do your stuff while they're moving forward if you were trying to do something.
Yeah, I feel... I don't know, by the time I run down there, he's probably murdered everyone. Yeah, I just want to set this thing up. And was it triggered by like a rope, or was it like a pressure plate?
Pressure plate. You were able to find the pressure plate what it's attached to.
I want to try to reset this up and then move the pressure plate to a spot where, like, if someone knew the trap was there, they'd step over it, you know?
Okay.
So, like, that spot.
Roll a perception or traps check if you have traps. Yeah, so you're able to get all of that set. You feel like it's in a pretty good spot. That will be... Let's see. Okay, I'll note that down. That's reset, just in case anyone comes in. So yeah, it's reset. You fold it back into the...
We're gonna try and leave, and that'll be the thing that kills Azric.
Naturally.
Of course.
So like I said, I want the pressure plate to be like, if someone was intentionally trying to dodge where it would be, I want them to step there as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'd say you can definitely set it up in a pathway in a different area where someone might not be expecting it to be, but you'll know where it is. So you obviously won't have to roll to avoid anything, because you know where the trap is. All right. Get this set. Okay. So if I'll go ahead and let you go, that I guess that can be your action for this turn, is getting that set. Yeah. And then, all right, and then they get their surprise round before the rest of you. So you see one pop up over the edge here, Azrig, aiming something at you, and then you hear and a bolt comes flying at you.
Ready. Defend. Yay.
Hits across the backside of the saw. And you see him begin the long process of reloading. The other two rush up towards you.
Come forth and die.
One of them swings a heavy strike with his Koppish.
They say no.
And then another short follow-up strike.
Oh no, that went better. I need to roll well here. Unlike the dodging. Oh yes, there we go.
Oh.
You get to do a counterattack as he leaves himself a bit exposed, over swinging with the Koppish.
Oh yeah, I will absolutely go in with the cheese strike.
Can you cheese strike counters?
I don't know. If
I
not,
think you get a regular.
Sure.
Yeah, he can cheese strike, just not a heavy attack.
Okay. Yeah, so you can do a cheese strike. It just has to be a quick strike though.
Alrighty. Yeah. So I'll go in with that. That's the best roll. I just need him to be shit. He's not quite shit enough.
So close.
But now it's my turn.
And then this one, that was just the one. This one has a mace to your side.
Oh yeah.
And he is going to try to heavy attack as well.
I say no, please. Don't do it. Yay!
And then another light strike.
Stop doing so many attacks. It's rude. Oh yes.
Alright, now it would be Azric.
Alrighty. It is time to die. I will go in for the fucking tidal wave combo on both of these dudes.
Ooh.
Oh yes. That hits, yes?
Now,
Or
I
is it
think
Defender?
if you meet defense, I think Defender, correct, Rogue? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, Defender, yeah.
Oh no.
You swing, you go for your wave cutter attack, and both of these Molfine, as you see them up close, seem to possess a bit more combat skill than the ones you recall from when you were a slave.
Big drain on cheat too.
Anything else you're doing this turn?
I do actually still have, because I think that's just the heavy with that, so that would be the 3. So yeah, I've got one unarmed left, so I'll go in with an unarmed. Let me just, where's my chi?
Could burn a frenzy and try it again.
Oh, true. I could.
That is an option.
I do have a shitload of frenzy. I might as well. So I'll do that for an extra 2, and that'll give me another 3 for the big fat combo. So let me just update my. That'll be 40. Oh, darn it! My 4 key doesn't work. I've spent the last of my chi actually, almost exactly. Alrighty, so at the end of the round I'll get more. But I'll go for another cleave with that.
Do it.
It won't be the big fancy tidal wave, but it'll hopefully hurt them. Surge the attack. 18. Why is there an R there? Oh, that's not it. Oh.
Get them both.
Alrighty. So this is 3. As he goes in with the dagger.
Right. So, describe how you do. You don't kill them, but you do knock them both to the ground with your cleave.
Yeah, he brings after the dodging, and he goes in for the quite heavy attack at them, but they manage to dip out the way, and as they're kind of backing away almost, he goes low on the one, bringing it up along the leg, and then up into the other one's torso as he dips the dagger in deep to his side. And then I will roll my battle chant real quick to get some chi back. Give me some chi. That's some. It's some.
That me now?
It is you.
He definitely hears this fight now. So.
Yes, absolutely.
A total of in charge. It's 4 to there. So he will come to here. Or, yeah. So that's as close as I can get to him right there. It's adjacent.
Yeah, we'll call that adjacent.
I will, here. Melee. So I will use blade form for 1 so he comes in, Aragorn comes in and he gets into a stance and kind of swings the blade around himself, and then he is going to try to lunge forward with a heavy attack with the dwarven sword.
Do it. Plus, oh no, he's at -1 to defend because he's prone. So go ahead.
And love it.
Pretty good.
Oh no.
Oh, he's still met.
And I will burn
this one. Good.
burn my frenzy and try it one more time.
Do it.
Oh my goodness! Jackie Chan, Morphine.
From the floor, he looks at you, sees your footfalls as you're coming closer, and reaches for his mace. Had been knocked out of his grasp from him. It's right next to him. He reaches for it, parries the first strike a bit, and then is able to knock you a bit off balance and swings from the floor with his strike, his counter, at a -1.
Okay. And I will try to parry this one.
Okay.
Since it's a pretty weak-looking attack coming at him, he's gonna try to get a little bonus from it, and because it was blade form, I can get a tally on him. That makes... Oh, I double plussed it.
Let's see, it would have been 3 plus 2 minus 1 plus 1, so it would have been 3 plus 2, 5. You would have beat him. You would have succeeded.
Just
defending.
barely, damn.
Just barely.
Yeah, so shocked at the quickness of him and bringing his mace back around. He like drops the blade down and slaps it to the side just barely. That's it for him.
And I'll mark that 1 right there as being your riposte bonus that you're building against him. All right, Wolfine. You hear a crank as you hear this wood turning and string being loaded. This Wolfine up here burns his 2 frenzy. You hear a mechanism lock. Azrig, you see the bolt come up again. Aragorn, you're a bit obscured actually from him because this is a ledge. He's actually on a different level than you guys. Azrig, he can see you. He's got somebody in the way. He's going to do it anyway.
Alrighty. I will... Let me check.
So you're going to get a cover bonus for this one. It's going to be a hard shot for him.
I am also going to add 1 to my defend by burning a frenzy with blade shield.
Alright. So let me find cover.
For the defense... Oh yeah, it must be activated before defense rolls. Okay, cool.
So he's above you. That's a +1 as far as a different level. A +1. Where's cover? It's not in darkness.
And that's to my defense roll, not a minus to him, right?
So he's getting a plus to hit. Because
High ground.
Yep, he has the high ground. Plus hit for the high ground. He's I'm gonna give him a -3 for cover, so he's at -2 to hit right now. He can't aim because he spent all his actions to reload.
I've got my blade shield, so I've got the +1 to defense. Cool.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll his.
Oh,
So that's 16.
Oh no! Azrig brings his blade up to block it away, but he's too preoccupied defending himself from the other 2.
Lucky you.
Doesn't get through his armor or his scales.
It's like it flies through and just kind of bounces off your shoulder.
There's a roar
You
from
hear-
Azrig.
You hear the Molfine curse, and puts his crossbow back down and tries to start loading it again.
Yeah, eat shit.
The other ones, both of them, they work to get up from prone. The one above you with the Kopish goes in for another heavy attack.
Let me see. I think...
Oh, that's the mace. Never mind. Well, it's the guy from your left attacking you.
let me see. I don't know if my defense bonus from that goes the whole round or just the 1.
We'll call it the Kopish, actually. I think the one with the mace would try to hit Aragorn for
Okay.
going after him. So yeah, that's the Kopish roll.
It doesn't say whether it's for the whole round. It sounds like it's probably just for 1 attack, I assume?
Yeah, just for that one.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I will defend against this. Yay.
And then the single quick attack. Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
You don't even have to.
Oh.
Oh
Go
my
ahead
God.
and roll the counter, and then I'll do his fumble if it matters.
Cheese strike too.
Yeah, but you can do a 1 chi quick strike on him,
Yeah, for sure.
and then I'll resolve his weapon issue.
Jeez.
Oh my god. These fucking...
no.
What is happening right now? Fucking shit.
So neither one of you hit each other, and you're gonna have to roll on this fumble table as well
Cool.
for that one.
Fucking shit.
Let me see. Where is it?
Is there a particular
It's a
button?
skull.
Fumble melee.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, there. It's about the bottom.
No.
So I'll do mine. So as he swings the quick strike, he actually hits the side of the cave wall, and his coppice shatters. It breaks in half.
Sweet. Alright, and then Oh no!
You're gonna hit yourself.
For half,
So roll
half damage.
Yeah,
of
roll
my cheese
roll
strike.
damage.
Oh,
Thank God.
that's not great. Yay! It
Hey.
doesn't get through my armor as I kind of chink my leg as I go for him.
Lowest damage you've ever rolled.
Oh my! I know, right? Holy shit! I think it is genuinely.
Yeah.
Very lucky
And then
fumble. Oh my god! These fucking
and then
rolls.
Aragorn. This one kind of quickly jumps to its feet and comes at you with a mace, swinging for you.
I'm so
Swing
glad
for the
Aragorn
fences
was
with a heavy
closer.
strike.
Oh my god! These fucking rolls.
And he's still getting his blade form, so he's like, "Have at thee, foul lizard man!"
Hey.
And he looks over to Azric. I'd say.
It's a bit of a look from Azric as he continues to fight amongst these things. I mean, he's not wrong, though. These are the foul ones. Oh my.
Oh,
Oh,
was that
shit.
another parry? Oh, that was
No,
not a
that
parry.
was
That was a
a
regular.
dodge.
Okay. And then that's like the heavy misses, and then this is the follow-up quick strike.
Oh,
Uh,
oh boy.
he's a little. Yeah, he's a little arrogant. He's gonna go for another parry. The blade form's giving them that +1, so it's kind of canceling it out. So, yeah,
Oh, that's definitely gonna pass.
nice.
Yeah.
I got a 2
Very
tally
good.
on him.
All right, and that is it for them.
Oh, yeah, let me do the
The chi, yeah, the
yeah
battle chant.
and battle chant. Those things. There's the chi
Ooh.
and then the battley chant is somewhere on my sheet. There it is. 13. Much better.
All right. So if you do hear the sounds of combat further in,
I'm gonna take my movement and then realizing, I'm kind of slow. I'm gonna summon a Varg to get there, so I can see through his eyes.
right, and the Varg I think is 2 or 3 actions for someone.
Let's see. Summon a Varg. Direction time. Doesn't say it that I know of. 2 actions. Well,
2 actions.
they normally have a toughness of 2 and 2 actions.
I think it should be somewhere on there. Hold on. I believe it's 2. Let me see.
They're in the back of the core book. Let me see.
Yeah, summon Varg is casting time 3. So if you want to summon it this turn, it would be it would take you 1 frenzy,
Yeah,
or
let's
you
go
could
for it.
summon it next turn. Okay, so burn 1 frenzy, and the Varg will be summoned this turn, and we can you can have it act right away. Okay, cast is successful. Varg comes out.
Yeah, he's got 60 HP. 2 attacks. He's +1. This here he does 2d8 plus 5 damage. He's got a movement running of 16. He can haul ass.
Wargs are very fast,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
Swift boy.
So, how far does 16 get me running? Like,
It's so the squares is what it's gonna be. So you could literally get him up into the fight pretty much this turn.
yeah, can you do that for me? Because I literally, oh, I guess I can just slow on. I have no vision on him. That's why.
Oh, hold on, let me give it to you. Hold on. They get pretty good viz as well. See now?
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just have him run to the.
If that's within 16, you can even attack with him this turn.
Let's see.
He's gonna kill the thing before you can repost it.
I know.
Yeah, the two of
Oh.
you hear this,
It's like 17.
you could have summoned him a little further. Let me see where the summon is at. 'Cause I believe you can summon him a little further away than right in front of you. Summon Varg. Area, circle, target. You can usually cast within your perception
willpower.
range, I believe. Yeah, willpower range, yes. I mean,
Oh, yeah, sure.
and what you can see, so I mean, you could easily get him to there with casting. Yeah, so you can attack with him. The two of you hear the footfalls of an animal, a beast coming, and then Aragorn, Azrig, you see a Varg with blue eyes sprinting towards the fight.
Assuming that's unarmed attack, not melee. Modifier no. I'm gonna do that heavy attack.
Do it. Oh. Yeah, these Morphines seem to be on it, prepared for combat, as it kind of brings the mace up to keep the Varg from getting in its neck. Anything more from Soap?
No, I'm just watching with my wolf scenes, you know?
Azrig?
Alrighty. Let's go for the cheese smash.
Do it.
Tidal wave. Here we come. Alright, bring in boys. Ah, damn it. Oh no. They rolled really well. I'm gonna burn that chi for another one. Or not chi, but the
Frenzy.
frenzy. Yeah.
And do your chi drain?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You can do that too. That's much better.
Oh, that's a good one.
So there we go. And actually, this will not be another chi because that's gonna take me up to cap. Literally exactly up to cap, actually.
So you're not chain. This one's just a regular.
Yeah, it's
cleave?
the same attack roll.
Okay.
It's just
Okay,
normal
that's fine.
cleave. Whatevs.
So it hits them both. So go ahead and do your
Sweet.
normal cleave.
So that would be a 2. And then I still, yeah, because it was. Oh no, yeah, it was 3. So I'll frenzy 2 with this, and then I can do the 1 unarmed. Okay, cool. So 26, pretty low roll. But 26 to both of them. How are they sitting?
They are not knocked to the ground. You do cut them up rather severely with the cleave again,
Alrighty.
but they're able to maintain their footing.
And I have one more with unarmed, which is butts. Oh no. Yeah, she brings the tail up, but doesn't quite connect.
All right,
I
Aragorn.
get to do it.
You thought they were gonna be dead. But it looked like shit.
That's what he does too. As he brings that blade out from the parry, he kind of steps back as the wolf comes in and tries to eat the guy's face, and then he brings the blade under the wolf. The wolf's attack kind of at its belly with another heavy attack lunge.
Oh, no.
It hurts.
And he suffers the -2?
Oh, did you include your plus two?
I didn't give him the +2 tally.
Oh, so you'd hit. You'd hit.
So I did hit
You
him.
did it.
Get
You
the
did
+2!
Roll it.
I just had a nerdgasm right there.
That was a heavy as well. Go ahead.
Nice. Get him. Yeah, that's not bad.
Not too bad.
You knock him to the ground, deep cut over his torso as he falls over.
Nice. And then, if he's still up,
He is still
I
alive.
am going to burn my frenzy and use a 3-hit combo attack.
Nice.
Wait, before I say this, I do have that talent, right?
Hopefully.
Can step up and everything. Let's see. Oh yes, I have it. Alright. Remaining of my attacks. With a flurry from the Dwarven broadsword as he's on the ground. My friends.
Oh my.
Oh,
He does
crap.
take a -1 for being prone. Oh no.
Crap!
He's
That is
fighting
it for
so hard.
arrogance.
These rolls.
Alright.
Oh man.
Back to the Morphine. You hear the cranking again from up here. Not any bolt coming out this round. This one, who is knocked over, does try to force himself to his feet and make one last effort after Aragorn, stumbling forward, trying to fight both you and the wolf. He is going to try to power attack you.
Watch him get like a fucking 27 or some crazy shit. Nope.
Oh.
Don't roll buzz.
I would try to block with the Dwarven blade.
Nice.
Very nice.
You're able to deftly block the blow. He snarls and swings another quick strike your way.
Oh, nice. He's gonna go for the parry.
You do. We are able to parry the blow and leave him off balance, and you see this look of feral frustration come across his face, like a predator who can't quite seem to get his prey, and he'll burn his only 2 frenzy and launch one last heavy attack at you with this mace. He's hitting rocks and throwing sand everywhere.
Arrogant, like, kind of like shifts to the side. Ha-ha! And try another parry. Really?
You do succeed.
Just gonna shout to the Varg too, but he shouts like Soth's name. Soth! And kind of points with the torch to the one on the cliff there. Kill the archer!
Right, and then this one with the Kopish continues to try to assail Azrig. Ooh,
Oh no.
that's a
I will
heavy.
burn a frenzy for my blade thingy.
Alright.
Down to 13 frenzy. I got plenty. So I get +1 as he attempts to knock it away. Oh shit, but he can't.
Uh-oh.
Can't quite make it.
It's ×2. Ooh.
Actual damage, shit.
This Kopish, again, it's more of a ceremonial looking weapon, but again, these are battle ready, they appear, and this cleaves into you, spraying your blood on the sand.
Yeah, Azrig is looking
He will burn.
extremely haggard at this point.
Is that what's your body?
Oh, my body is pretty big. We got 5 left. It's
what's your body?
It's 21.
21. And then what was your soak on that?
It was 11. So he took 27.
You are knocked to the ground from this strike. He's gonna try to hit you with a quick strike.
Can he do it?
You got a -1 for being prone.
I'll burn another frenzy to attempt to slap it out the way. Oh no! He's rolling so bad today! Holy shit, the worst rolls he's ever seen.
Soaked it.
Soaked it though, yeah.
Yeah, he comes at you with a Kopesh, and you catch it a bit with your daggers that you have. And, now, cousin, I claim your scales. It's kind of pressing in on you, trying to go for your neck. Sothan the Varg.
Yeah, Soph's just gonna do his thing, move up a bit.
Has had this visual of you calmly walking up the path.
Yeah, right?
The Varg is in a... Yeah, the archer's on the high ground, right? I have to climb something a little bit?
He is on the high ground. Your Varg could attempt to climb it. I could tell you what the rolls would be for it. What you would roll.
Alright.
Vargs are very nimble. It's not that big of a height, and a Varg is a very large animal, so it would be more like a jump for him. I would let you roll 2d10. It's not going to be a very hard check. Just don't fail it. Easy. You are able to reach him this turn just with a jump up the cliff if you would like to do so with the Varg as opposed to going around.
So this one up here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll just jump up, take 2 quick attacks.
It sees the Varg fly through the air over the combat, in fact, between Aragorn and the Molfine that's been swinging rapidly. And the Varg ends up right in front of this one with a crossbow.
Nice.
He's going to suffer minus because he really doesn't have any weapon to defend himself with. He can't put his crossbow up rightly, so it's going to be -2. That would be a 5, so that one hits. So you can roll damage on that first one.
Man, everybody's rolls today.
Second quick attack.
Ooh. The Varg does tie him up and keeps him from reloading, but doesn't seem to do much damage to this particular Molfine, who is rapidly trying to lose that clunky weapon. Azrig.
I can just stand, right?
Yes, you can stand up.
Yeah, Azure kind of pushes back and gets the guy off and away from him as he kind of brings the blade up in one smooth motion to attempt to go at these two again with a cleave. Don't have the chi at the moment though, so he's just going in for a regular one. Scale cutter. Oh no! So I got one of them.
You do hit the one to your left.
Alrighty.
So you can roll damage.
Eat shit. Eat shit.
You do end him rightly. You can describe that.
Yeah, he brings the blade up along the other one, kind of catching the belly a bit after the scale, you know, taking my scales comment. And then as he sees the opening in the other one, he drops the blade into his other hand and brings it back down into the other guy's head while he's laying low himself. And then Azric's gonna burn a couple of frenzy to go for this guy again with a 3-hit combo unarmed. Actually.
Yeah, Aragon, you see the one you were fighting raise his mace and and then a knife shoots through the side of his skull and falls forward.
Oh, actually, yeah, I can do a 2 of the dagger, actually, so I'll go in for 2 with the dagger and then 1 with unarmed. Just the 2 frenzy. Come on. Shit.
Oh.
Oh no.
He wants those scales!
He wants it so bad. But
He's gonna get a counter.
yeah. I gotta not be hit by
Oh,
this.
that was weak.
I really need to not be hit by this. There we go. And now I need to kill him. Oh no! Oh my god! These rolls are so shit. The fucking trashest rolls. Oh my gosh.
Azric, this may be your greatest foe.
It might be.
He is very
Shit.
competent.
Oh my god, he's one-shot just about every other creature that he's come against, but this fucking pleb.
Is that all your actions?
Yep, that's everything.
Alright, Aragon.
Down to 10 whole frenzy.
Aragon, you are no longer engaged. This is a very
Nice.
dead Morphine.
Oh, but I do have to roll my battle save.
Yep.
Moves to moves over to this dark-scaled lizard man here, and he is just gonna go all out. All of his attacks, a whirlwind of combo.
Oh boy.
Combo slap.
Going in for the boy.
Smush him.
Going in for the big.
Rolls of 1.
Going for your boy.
Oh,
Not a 1.
it's not a 1.
Ooh,
Oh,
Yes!
he rolled trash.
he's done it.
Yes!
Roll
Yeah.
the damage. It's a ×5?
Yeah, times
Oh,
5
fuck
combo.
it.
Oh my.
Please. You
Don't
roll
crap.
like a 2. Oh, it's a
No,
big
not
number.
a 2.
It's a big blooded 2.
Alright. Mark your that's the max damage I think you've done.
Mhm.
Oh, it is. It is.
We're gonna start doing this from now on, so make sure we mark what our
Yeah, I
max
think-
damage
I
is
think
on.
Azric's was what, like 140 or some shit?
256. You did 256.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
250. You're
Next
right.
time, yeah, that-
Holy shit.
Yeah, you can put it in. You can put it in your diary. You can put it in your bio. Whatever you want to do. So mark that, and then whenever you exceed that, we'll send a
It's gonna
tally
be a
and get a
while, I
bonus
think, before I
SP.
exceed
But you're gonna.
256.
Everybody can have a bonus SP at the end of the session anyway.
Yeah.
But go ahead and give yourself the bonus SP now, Aragorn, and describe how you dispatch this Molfane. He had seen you coming up, and he just shot you a glare, dismissive. Mind your place, human. You are next. And then this happens.
And then he just dives over that the dead one that he was fighting, and ha-ha! And he comes with a slice across the guy's leg, and then another one across his torso, another across the torso. Takes the arm off, and then the last one is in the right underneath the chin, like up into his skull.
Yeah, the first strike. No, mercy! And just gets pinned against the wall. not much left of anything of that one.
He looks over to Azrig, and his big smile on his face.
Azra kind of that toothy grin back, but you can tell he's about as hurt as you've ever seen him. As he has that kind of feral look of just ready to, keep fighting despite his very grievous injuries. As he looks up towards the one with the crossbow.
And he saw the poison on the spikes too, so he knows. He knows he's pretty messed up, so he's gonna...
Yeah, he's got a big fucking saw blade slash through one side. He's got a fucking Kopesh slash up in the other shoulder. There's like fucking crossbow bolts hanging from his armor that didn't go through, but are just like stuck to it. Like fucking Nerf darts.
Yeah, his smile like fades really quickly as he notices him. And that is it for him.
Right. There is but one lad remaining. He sees both of his friends die in short order. And Azrig, since you're looking at it, you see this flush of panic come over his face. And he drops the crossbow and starts to run. The Varg is going to get a chance to make an attack against him while he does this. So you can make an unarmed attack, quick strike.
Rip his fucking leg off. Oh shit.
Oh, there. So he just barely dodges out of the way of a swipe from the Varg. Clears this, jumps down, and begins to run across this bridge. One second.
Is he gonna trigger his own trap? Is the bridge gonna fall in the fucking water?
Oh shit. You see a rope that had been kind of laying across the bridge. It looked almost naturally part of it, but it wasn't quite slack. His foot slides across it, and this large wooden beam with pieces of jutting metal flies from above.
Oh fucking god.
And smashes into his side, launching him into the water. Beyond that, you see several forms start to swim about inside this little bit of river or whatever it is, this water that's inside this cave area. And they swarm where he fell in. You do not see him return.
Oh my. Yeah, Azrid kind of takes a couple of glances around to make sure it's like proper clear before he kind of leans back against the wall and kind of slides down into a squat, leaving a massive trail of blood along the wall.
Oh, I would try to help you.
Yes.
He looks over the wounds like not even sure where to start.
Yeah, he's literally at 5%.
As he's looking over the wounds, he's like, Soth, where are you?
Eventually, so
Azrig is wounded.
Turn the bend. Oh. He does not look so good.
No. Too many traps, yes? Stupid things. Kill themselves with traps. He points off towards the water as the kind of curdled, bloody water over there is churning still, I imagine, with the various figures.
Should we turn back?
No. We need to keep going, yes?
We can keep going, but if you die, then what is the point?
True. He kind of
Notice, Aragorn, like, is looking over him, like, really worried on his face, and then he stops for a minute. And the worry kind of removes itself from his face. He, like, seems to concentrate for a second and tries to put his hand over the wound for a minute to see if anything happens.
Yeah, you guys would see it's a lot of concentration on Aragorn's face.
Ezra kind of looks curiously at him. What are you doing? As he kind of winces back a bit from it.
And
So you feel, Aragorn, you feel this kind of rush of energy welling up within you, and it pauses for a moment as if it's waiting.
And yeah, in his head he will pretty much ask for the help. Help me.
All right. So, roll me 40-10 times 4.
All of them explode.
Oh,
Nice.
All right. So, Aragorn, you feel that energy release. Asrig, you look around your body. Your wounds aren't fully healed. They're not completely closed, but you see many of the smaller ones close up entirely, and then the larger ones become little more than cuts, scratches, some of them deep. But certainly your pain has subsided quite a lot from where it just was.
Ezra kind of looks a bit surprised as he looks up towards Aragorn. You do this again, yes? The thing in you.
yes, He kind of looks at his hand for a moment. Surprised and a little bit happy, maybe a little worry in his face though too at the same time, but he's like, yes, I just heard this voice.
Ezra
He
kind of
asked for help.
he stands and again this time towering over Aragorn, kind of brings his hands up and kind of grasps either side of Aragorn's face as he kind of pulls his close, kind of like looks in his eye like one at a time, kind of manually turning Aragorn's head to kind of look at his eyes. This seems wrong. I do not know what it is, but I do not like it.
But it healed your wounds, right? It must be good if it's healing.
I suppose. It is useful. But that does not mean it isn't dangerous, yes?
He looks to the side for a minute, like as if he heard something else that wasn't there, and then he nods and yes.
Yes, what?
I mean, I'm not sure what to think about this.
You speak to it, yes?
Do.
I have a bad feeling, yes. It is wrong. Let us go. And he kind of clambers past, a glance, of concern, but keeps moving up.
Arrogant seems to get dizzy for a minute as he kneels down and wipes his blade clean off of blood and the gore on the dwarven broadsword. Then he looks towards Soth. At the edge of the darkness there, you can probably see his eyes. That's about it. Are you coming?
I need to talk with you real quick. A little aside, if you will.
Oh yeah, it's about the name of the band, right?
No, that is not important right now. This is a more pressing matter.
Ezra kind of turns as he sees the two of them. What are you doing? Should we not press forward, yes?
Scout ahead, Azrig. Look out for traps this time. This is something I need to talk with Aragon about.
He kind of glances between the two of you and just nods and kind of heads off. Keeping an eye out for any kind of traps or tricks.
Aragon, I do not fully comprehend the power that you have, as I am sure you do not either. However, it seems familiar in a way. Something dark. How do you feel right now?
Missed the last part of what you said.
How do you
After something
feel?
dark. Yeah. He nods and looks around for a moment. He says, I feel fine. But it does worry me.
Are you hearing anything? Or do you feel compelled to do things that you would not normally do?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I do hear a voice, though. It talks to me and asks me if I need things. Like then, just now. Did I need help with healing my friend? I agreed.
I ask that you refrain from using your power. Even if you feel as if you need to. I fear for what effect it may have on you. And that voice, do not trust it. Do not listen to it. Do not talk to it. At least until we know more.
Ah, yes. He nods and looks to the ground for a moment, kind of deep in thought. And he says, yes, you're right. But as he says the last part, he doesn't really look back up at you. Well then, let's get going.
No, I need you to swear it. I need to know that you will not use your power.
Thinks for a long moment. And then he says, all right. And he pulls out the sword, the dwarven sword, or lifts it up anyway. He already had it out. And he says, I swear upon this sword that I will not use that power again.
Is that a very important sword to you?
He smiles and says, yes, it is now. It cuts apart these dark lizard men very well.
You know, Aragon, I feel like you are not taking this seriously. I will let you make your own choices. Just know, if you continue down this path, you will no longer be arrogant, Dilly. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'll walk off to rejoin Azra.
Yeah, Ezra kinda, as they talk, kinda heads forward, carefully scouting for any kind of trap.
And Aragorn, like, stands there for a bit, thinking about it. Definitely a little more serious at the last warning, you know, look on his face, but inside he is going to say something to that voice.
Oh my, what have we here?
That's far enough, Azrig. We'll say that you guys are able to catch up for convenience sake. Very good. The Varg does dissipate.
Goodbye, my friend.
Oh, alright. Next slide here. Make sure everybody's on it. You all are. It's a much bigger room than it looked. We're going to do a quick 5-minute break here for restroom, water, whatever. So you can put a pause in it. I've been needing to for the last 30 minutes.
Alrighty, we are returned.
Oh, alright, we're back from that quick break here. So, you do start entering into a larger room. Is everybody sneaking in? Are we going in brazenly?
Azra tried sneaking before and it didn't go great, so he's not too sneaky here.
Yeah, I got a torch. I might as well just walk in behind you.
Would be kind of leading point, though. Yeah.
Alright.
Fucking blood and magically knitted up wounds.
Still moving cautiously with the broadsword in one hand and the torch in the other.
Why don't you make perception rolls for me anyway? Make yours with a minus 3 Aragorn for the torch.
Perception. Oh my god, it's not a 1.
Is this a concealment or just...
Yeah, just for the sake of it.
I think I do have a skill.
Oh, nice.
That's higher than a 2. So despite not really trying to be too sneaky, when you do see what is in this room, they don't seem to notice you immediately. So you do hear a discussion going on. You see these two standing on the stairs. They do not appear to be talking with one another. On the right is what you can clearly see as a Molfine. He's wearing a mail coif and has a very large sword that he's got over his back, two-handed. The other is a man in similar regalia that you might have recalled dealing with back in the city, the Dunic Order. You do see a crest from far away. He has a spear in one hand, leaning up against it, just kind of looking lazily. Further near this torch, you see a familiar figure, what you would recognize even from this distance as being Valzar, the one responsible for your enslavement, talking with another who is cloaked and hooded. A very heated, intense conversation.
Aragorn is gonna look back towards Soth and towards Azreg. What do you want to do? Should we just charge him?
Can we hear anything of what they're saying?
You can try to. You can do listening or perception.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot. Oh, because I have arrow selected. There we go. Yeah, Azreg is gonna kind of motion his hand, keep. Yeah. He can't make anything out though. As he tries to hone in, but he kind of just gives a nod to Aragorn, and
Oh, Aragorn definitely can hear stuff. Yes, Aragorn. So, even from the distance, Soth not so much. Even from the distance, Aragorn, you can hear their words back and forth being exchanged here. Valzar kind of paces back and forth. We are not receiving the support that was promised from your lord, or whatever he is. Just a week ago, a little bit longer, I had lost an entire mining camp. How can you expect this cooperation to go smoothly if you are not willing to risk your own resources? The hooded figure scoffs. Just because you lizards can't handle your affairs, don't blame us. We provided you with the equipment needed. If this uprising you planned is going to succeed, perhaps a better leadership than yours will be necessary. They'll go back and forth a bit. I'll whisper you a couple other things.
And he almost just starts to realize what's going on. That's the guy from the city, one of the guards.
So the one on the left, if you recall, Azreg beat up and took 2 people back to his home.
Yeah.
It is one of those. It appears to be perhaps not the same one, but they are dressed similarly.
Yeah, the guy's messing with Vataki, But yeah, Azreg, as he doesn't hear quite what they're saying, so he kind of gives the motion of, yeah, let's go in, and starts to approach. Although, seeing as they haven't noticed, he will try and be a little bit more quiet now. As he, once he gets, let me see. Yeah, once he gets there, he's basically going to charge straight for this dude with the sword to try and get him before he can react. So yeah, he will go for him. In one. You want me to go ahead and roll for that, or?
If you're gonna try to stealth up and move in, yes, because you were, so they weren't seeing you based on rolls there, but now conditions are changing, so try to go ahead and stealth up,
Oh yeah, he's not, I mean, he was basically trying to move just a bit, and then once he's in range, pretty much just charge the guy. So you're
trying to move up a little bit further and not be seen?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, go ahead and stealth for that movement.
Cool.
And then...
It's a wound.
Oh, fuck.
This is why the charge. It's just go up and...
You might not get the surprise then, unless he also fails. He did not. So Azreg, you're moving. You get stealth. Get to where you would have been able to charge from.
Mm-hmm. Let me figure, because I know where I was from Aragorn. I think it was right here, right? Although, actually, I would be able to just charge all the way from back here. Would that give me the surprise if I just went straight in?
he would still get a chance to notice the movement, I would think. So as you're making your charge, you do see his eyes shoot over towards the noise. Maybe you hit a solid piece of floor in the sand or something.
Should I do any movement before we do initiative?
You can make it about halfway before you do initiative.
So he'll head up like so.
And you see him tense and the sword on. He reaches for the sword on his back. Someone is here, and he turns to look, and Valzar and the man he's talking to kind of turn their heads and raise their staves, and it's on.
Oh shit! That's not great.
As Azric runs, like Aragon was turning towards Soth to kind of, that is one of the soldiers from, and then he turns to see Azric taking off towards him. Oh shit! And he starts to take off as well. Let's see.
This isn't a good one. There we go. All right. Sorry, I just gotta roll there. Bring their sheets up and roll everything. Oh boy.
There's some kind of API script that lets you roll like all of them at the same time, right?
Oh. Oh boy, what's your dex, Aragon?
Mine is 21.
Okay, I think you're gonna win this tiebreaker. There were 3 that rolled 8. I don't think anybody rolled higher than that, right? Nope. His was a 4. Okay, and then Azric, yours is definitely higher than that, guys. Alright. So you are first, Aragon.
Alright, he, sees Azric charging. He is going to move in here. Actually, move to about there and go into a full defensive stance with my blade form, and then I am finished.
All right. The Molfine with the two-handed blade draws it quickly, and let's see that distance. Yep. He charges at you, Azric, full speed with the two-handed blade.
Let's do it. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22.
and is going to use a combo attack with his 3 actions that he has.
Burn my frenzy for a +1 to defense. Yay.
Good.
Nice.
He will burn his 2 frenzy to make 1 heavy strike with his frenzy actions.
I need to not fuck this. Yay.
So he rushes at you, Azric, just swinging the sword very deftly despite its weight. You're able to get out of the way. You do see he swings with such force it's knocking sand up everywhere.
Concerning.
Balzar, you see that familiar, simple walk from this morphine wizard that had captured you before. And so, like a fly to honey, you return to the trap. I do not think I will keep you this time. And he's gonna cast some spells.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The bad things. They're happening. I'm probably gonna use my bonus against stuff.
I don't think anyone sees Soth yet, so it's just you two. Aragorn, high or low?
I will stay low to the ground.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, if it had been low, it would have been Azric instead. But you get to catch this one. He puts his fingers to his temple and looks towards you, and you start to feel pain well up in your head. He's gonna go for this.
Oh, it hits me?
Oh, he's going to do you. Yeah, if you hit the match on low, maybe I should do that differently. Let's do D6 instead, actually. 1
Okay,
through
so
3 is
I get
Aragorn.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. It was meant to be.
Yeah, I wasn't able to.
Mind Blast on Aragorn.
No, that's a horrible spell. Oh. Oh my god.
Bad.
So
Bad.
I get 2 rolls at least.
yeah.
And my blade form. Does my blade form give me any?
I don't think so against that. I think it's mental, I believe. I think blade form.
Oh
is
yeah.
physical.
That is a mental attack. All right. At least I get to dodge twice though. Do I?
Did you go total defense?
Yeah, total defense.
I believe.
Yeah.
Total defense will give you two. Yeah, you get to edge on any defensive roll, I believe. Oh boy.
If that's not it. Here it is. To be.
Oh! I don't think you have a way to counter, but describe how you're able to avoid this, overcome it, or however you're able to push this away.
Guess like as he's talking, Aragorn points the blade at him, and is like, and shouts out, "It will not go so well for you this time." We're here for your head.
And you see he breaks concentration. His fingers come off his temple, and he squints his eyes and looks at you with confusion. And that's his turn. This warrior on the steps looks to Valzar, looks to his rogue compatriot, then just sprints off towards Aragorn. But I kill you.
Hell yeah. As he charges up there like, ha-ha, ting, twing, swinging the blade and slapping him aside. Soon you will know the blade of Arrogant Deleo.
Right, Soth.
Oh man, look at all that action. Better stay back here and start summoning.
Oh my, who would have thought that would happen?
Scratch his chin. Yeah, this is a good spot.
Like it. And Skyrim, you ever like hide around the corner and just summon,
Kidding me?
summon,
That's
go
my
get him.
specialty. Just stab things before they know I'm there and summon like 5,000 Atronachs to kill them.
That one's better.
That is better.
It does
It
hit.
does hit. For something, maybe.
You feel the tail clang against his armor that he's wearing. This Molfin you see before you appears much better equipped than any of the others that you fought so far. You see your tail come back with a few imprints of studs on them. You see he's wearing studded leather. Not very common in the desert. Arrogant, I'm sorry.
Good.
Said arrogant.
It's okay, Arrogant. I'm sure you'll make it. Just don't die. Ugh.
Do we have arrogant?
Oh no.
Oh, I've been muted this whole time. All right.
Do
one
you still have your 2d20 up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he does.
Oh,
One
I
more
figured.
try.
Just don't roll like a 1 or something.
This is a physical defense as well, so I think your blade form would count towards it. I think this is physical, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper a prayer as it's coming at me. Like, see it in the... Oh, yes!
As you know, Fireball is an area of effect spell as well, so...
That's gonna hit that guy, isn't it?
Oh,
he got
his
it.
own dude with it. Oh man.
Nearly.
Get away.
So you hear arcane tongues start twittering in the back here near Valzar, and this ball of flame flies out of this man's hands. And it goes just a bit wide of the two of you exploding next to you, sending a rumble throughout the temple.
If I went in a defensive stance, I'd have been dead already. Woo!
It's a good thing you did. And now it's your turn.
Oh, those wizards need to die. I got this guy right
I
here.
need to distract this dude so I can start blasting him.
See something real quick. 10 squares. That's my movement. 10 squares. I have disengaged. Let me see if I can
Oh, nice.
away from this guy. Entity attack. Disengaged swordmaster may use a resisted acrobatics skill check versus the same or a dexterity check in order to disengage from melee as long as the skill check is successful. Nice. Oh, if I possess retreat, I automatically get to defend. Let's see. I know I have a couple of sneaky talents. Let me see here. Oh, only sneaky is close call. I am going to try to disengage from this guy.
Alright, so what do you have to do here to succeed?
I got to make an acrobatics check, skill check, if I have that. If he has it, he can roll as well. If he does not, it's a dex check.
Dex check for him. So you had to beat his check, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. He does not have acrobatics. But you do beat his check.
Nice. Then that makes me get right here. It's the end of my charge movement. Are they in hexes right next to each other?
Yeah, they are. They're adjacent.
I think I have hack.
So this guy, he squares up with you before you disengage. I am Mustafa. Where are you going? And he turns and he trips a bit actually on the fumble, trying to catch you. So he ends up going prone.
Excuse me for a moment. And he does a little cartwheel, roll to the side, and dives off of the steps, leaping towards both of them with the broadsword. Just a big, heavy attack cut at both of them in the air as he's coming down. And the gods bless this sworded strike.
Do it.
They might roll trash. You never know.
Weak sauce. Weak.
Well,
Weak.
the rolls today, man. Yeesh. Yeesh.
Oh,
He's gonna fucking
no.
mind blast you.
So you Well, he can only return to the physical, I think.
Okay, good.
So you go in there to go for the heavy strike, and the mages, with a bit of surprising deftness, they are able to barely avoid it. Valzar is much quicker than he appears. He's very short for a mole fiend from what you've seen so far, Aragorn. Shorter, much shorter than most, even a little bit shorter than you, diminutive even. But he is very quick, and he actually takes a swing at you with his staff in return for you swinging at him with your blade. Boy, that's what? Why is that? That should not be what his roll is.
Plus 11.
Whoa, it's 11. It's 11.
Okay.
It's accidentally a D12 in there for some reason. I think I doubled damage by accident. So it's just an 11.
Wait, it's... Sorry, I was trying to read this real quick. Alright, I'm going to try and... What's that? Or, I'll try to block it.
Oh, not, yeah, you definitely do. Never mind. I don't know why I was counting before. Yeah, you're able to easily parry his strike. It's not particularly skillful.
Right. I am going to spend one action to do my my blade form again. Start spinning that around. He spins it around himself one time, and then he is going to try to heavy attack with his 2 frenzy. At that same one. That's this guy right here. Is he human?
Yes, he is. That is a man.
It's the one that threw the fireball, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try to rage attack him, I guess. No! No, I'm going to go for the mind guy. It's a lizard man. Heavy attack at that guy.
Alright. Go for it. Pretty good. You do hit. Ooh. This could be rough. It's pretty solid. You do knock him to the ground with your strike. You can describe that.
Cuts as he lands, and as they both dodge, he parries the other one and spins it around, the blade around really quickly, and he dives the blade down right below his belt, like into the lizard man's leg, and pulls the blade out as he stumbles back and falls to the ground.
Ah! And he falls over, and staff comes out of his hand.
It for me.
Karazi, Ezrig. This warrior that you're fighting again goes for a 3-hit heavy combo, or 3-hit combo against you.
I'll burn that frenzy for +1. A lot left. Oof.
And that is his turn. It is Valzar. He tries to get to his feet, and is going to try to quickly cast a spell at you, Aragorn. You being this close.
Oh, mental.
He's just gonna shove you in the fire.
Great idea.
Get out of my head! Ah!
So you are held. He is able to hold you with telekinesis. He looks you over. You are much stronger willed than I thought. Let us see how strong your body is. And he flings you to the side here, off the side of this kind of raised platform. Not a very steep fall, but he's throwing you hard towards the statue. So he's gonna try. He's gonna try to, I should say. So you had a -4 to defend against this, I think.
Yeah, -4 mental.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks like I'm going for a ride.
You could crit. Crit would save you.
But
It's not quite a crit. You're going for a ride.
Eesh.
30 feet. Yikes, what is 30 feet?
30...
30 feet at high speed. Let's find out, shall we?
30 feet is of... Can I not do math?
Falling damage, force damage.
Do 10 meters.
2d6 times 5.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
30 feet. Right here.
If a character is thrown or falls over 50... Oh god, no, that's way farther. Okay. So yeah, you get tossed. 3, 4, 5... We'll say 25 feet. 2d6 times 5. Jeebus. Your soak does apply to that. But,
I soak 2 and take 33.
ooh.
33 from 100. Yeah, so Aragon he feels him like grab him with the telekinesis, and he's, you will taste my blade, and then he gets thrown, smashes into the side, crumbles to the floor.
And then he will burn one frenzy and look towards Azrig and his guard fighting. And Karazi, you disappoint me. I would hope you have dealt with this already. And he will reach out and extend his hand towards Azrig. It's mental defense.
Hiya! I'm so keen-minded.
You see him struggle to try to hold, but you feel pressure, some kind of pressure trying to be exerted against you, but it does not hold, and he has to release his grasp. This warrior, he gets up and sees Azrig.
Come on, bitch.
He will make a heavy attack.
I dodge. Yeah, oh no. I don't dodge. I attempt it. Ugh. Oh my. That's a good roll. Let me see. That's gonna just... Thank goodness for armor and soak.
Oh, that's right. You were pretty messed up before.
Only -5. Well, I'm pretty messed up now too.
Oh my.
Yep.
He has one more attack. You would be knocked prone from that one. He's gonna try to stab at you once with a quick strike.
Spend a frenzy to add the +1. As I attempt to roll out of the way of this and fail horribly. Oh my god, the rolls are just so bad.
I think you're
2
fine.
damage, I am just fine. I'm just perfectly fine.
What are you at? What are you at right
I am
now?
at 2.
He's at 2.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
It's all fine.
Soth, it is your turn. You will definitely get your Varg summon off this turn with one of your actions. Is there anything else you're doing?
Well, first we'll do that, yeah. Okay.
Let's get the Varg out. And you can summon him anywhere within your willpower range.
My willpower is
Yes.
20? And the range? How do I dictate the range?
So it'd be I think each one is 5 feet, or basically 1 hex, 1 square, is my understanding of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rogue. I think that's how it is.
Yeah, 1 hex is 5 feet.
So you could summon it up to 20 squares.
Let's get him as close as possible. I can't actually see where my burrows are at, but 20 squares away, I'll summon that.
On the wizards.
Yeah. Can I get vision when he sees?
Yes, let me get you vision. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was all kind of dark for me, so...
Pretty rough situation.
Oh, you should be able to see that. Let me see if I can adjust your stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with these.
This help rolling the worst rolls ever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the
I
fucking
can see that
just
torture.
shit cascade.
Yeah, I see that, maybe maybe tell that Varg to go around and help Azra.
Like waterfalls of feces.
As for me, I guess
I was thinking. I'll wait till my turn.
I'll begin prepping the extra summon after that, so I can use my 1 action and the next 2 actions of my next.
Yep, you can also burn Frenzy as well.
Can I burn 2 Frenzy to get someone off right now?
Yes, you can.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Let's get another one in here.
Roll it. Just don't fail.
Hey.
That is not failure.
Mine's 20.
2 dogs all of a sudden. Same place or relative area?
No, way close. Okay, actually.
Such dogs.
Let's see.
Many
Now we'll put this one like right by Azra.
Would be useful.
I want to get like right here.
Flank the motherfuckers.
There you go. Alright, and then for these, so I think they last 2d8, so let's see. Or 2d6.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, so the first one's 10 rounds, second one's 5 rounds.
Okay, yeah, sure. And do I roll initiative from?
No, they are going to act on yours.
Great. So, we'll start with... Well, actually, I'm going to put a little counter on that. Where do I put that?
I got it.
Okay. Mr. 10 is going to run up. And... we're going to fight this guy right here.
Very nice. Do it.
Quick attack.
Oh!
There you go.
Ass.
You do hit him, it is going to be ×2 power damage for the crit. So double whatever you roll.
You can do it. Roll 1,000.
So I just put 2 in the input value, right?
I think it would be whatever the multiplier thing is. There should be something.
It's like times power /
yeah.
combo /
Yes, yes, that'd be 2.
It's more than nothing.
And then second attack. Ugh.
Ew. God, the rolls. Oh my
Hey!
god. Fucking hell.
Oh,
Wow.
Everything is so trashy.
Here's my crit damage, dude.
Everyone's having
So this Varg's just gonna suddenly come into existence, you know, charge forward like 10 steps, start fucking tearing at this dude's neck, going. And then, Varg. Which one? I guess I wouldn't know. Well, maybe. Which one looks more injured?
Neither.
Neither of them. They all look very good.
There's no way for me to, like, try to pull aggro, right? Like, get their attention, being a menacing little
Kill
fuck.
them.
So you are gonna get a surprise attack this round because neither one of these guys were expecting a fucking wolf to pop up out of the nether. So you just have to basically
Rip chunks out their ass.
roll a 5 or more, and it's gonna be ×2 power damage. So something you could do, I don't want to influence your thing, but something you could do is you could make a power attack, and it'd be ×4 power damage because you would get the multiplier from a sneak attack, technically because it just popped out of existence. And then you'd get the multiplier from a power attack. So that's something you could consider. You could do...
Fuck it, all in. Which one looks like a lighter armor?
The man in the cloak, the human.
Fuck that guy.
That hits. He was taken by surprise. So roll, put a 4 in for the power multiplier by you. There it is. Respectable. Right. So you do dig into, your Varg digs into the side of this this man, ripping through the armor there, and he screams, "Ah!" He's taken by complete surprise at this spiritual wolf creature tearing into his flank. And Azric.
I need this to happen pretty badly. I'm gonna go in for the big boy hit. And it's a 5-hitter combo, and it's 12.
On which one? The two-handed sword?
Cleave, yeah, on the...
Okay.
Because they're there. Well, I'll try and hit one with my fist, I guess. Well,
Same one?
yeah, big boy.
Oh,
All right. Well, that's as.
oh my god.
It's just shit.
it's unfortunate.
And then I'll do that, and I'll get my stuff back, and then probably be. Well, I got my chi back.
Nice roll.
Could be the last
20.
game.
Could very well be.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Back up to full chi. So that's
It's
nice.
looking dangerous. The wizard that is fighting the Varg up top, he's trying to kind of get away. He was actually he was not prone, so from one of the attacks. So he is going to try to get up and move away. You do get an attack of opportunity against him because he's trying to flee from you.
One on top?
Who's in the Varg? Yeah, the one up top, the Varg. So you can make an attack against him. You hit him. Go ahead. Ooh, you knock him back on the ground.
Okay.
But he fails to get away, and is put back on his ass. Oh wow, that's
Nice roll
pretty
like that.
substantial.
That'd have been great on that ×4. I just beheaded that dude.
He will try to make a singular cast from his back towards this horrific dog-like demon creature that is bearing down. to be 16. It did take 16, so.
And I don't know if it was meant to be that way or not, but he should have some strength damage modifier too on his attacks. The Varg, unless it was made on purpose that way.
Let me see. Oh, he should. I think he should have what, +4? +3?
Yeah, I think it's +4, +5. They're pretty strong.
Let's adjust that then, shall we?
Yeah, 2d8 +5 is his damage modifier.
Damn, son. Alright, that's fixed.
Of his shred.
That's fixed for the future.
Yeah.
Alright. Aragorn.
Alright. He's just gonna get up and oh, I have acrobatics. I'm gonna roll that so I don't suffer the loss of movement. Try to anyway.
Nice.
And he's gonna roll off of laying off on his ass there. Get up as he rolls, charge into a run, and he's just gonna come at that guy with a 3-hit combo. Actually, he's gonna do the blade form for 1, and then all the rest 4-hit combo.
Do it.
He's gonna try to take this guy down, and if he fails, oh no!
Oh my.
Oh my god!
You hate to see it.
Okay.
You don't need to.
Oh my god.
You don't need
What
to.
is happening?
Roll it.
Nice.
Outrageous.
So real quick, which Varg took
Awesome
damage?
acrobatics.
Yeah, I know. They're linked. I want to make
it.
it.
The top one took damage, yeah.
Yeah, top one did. So the bottom bottom is undamaged. You're gonna have to roll off 1, and I'll separate them. So just roll off of 1 because I don't want to make a dupe right now, but I'll fix it so that it's accurately represented. There, that's done. So the top one's the one you're gonna want to roll off of. Holy fucking shit!
Nice.
Is that your new total?
I think that's
It's the same actually.
Same actually. Okay, so we don't get the bonus SPP, but you do get to describe how you kill Valzar.
Nice.
Yeah. So he takes his sigh as he pulls himself up off the ground and rolls into a cartwheel, comes flying at the guy with the broadsword and stabs at him into the stomach, twists the blade, rips it out, slices across the chest twice, and then catches him across the throat one last time as he stumbles back and gurgles.
No. He falls. Twitching.
That's it.
Karazi. Karazi's seen the wolf. Do you want 1 through 3 or 4 through 6, Azric?
What?
Uh-oh. Do you want 1 through 3 or 4 through 6? It's between you and the wolf getting hit.
4 through 6. Oh no. Oh shit.
Is it possible for me to call him out? I can't see him right now.
I think you'd have to be able to see him to do, because you would do what, invitation or whatever it is.
That makes sense, huh?
You had to do like you want to do like invitation or whatever it is, or beckon.
No, I have the beck and foe.
You'd have to see him.
Yeah.
All right, Ezra, good luck. It's the 3-hit combo.
All right, I will definitely pay the 1 frenzy, which actually I only have 3 left. Now it's 2. The consistently trash rolls. Let's see if you can manage to roll a 1 or something.
This is bad.
It's very bad.
So I'm sorry if you've ever seen the 2-handed sword stats.
They're
it's
pretty
not good,
brutal.
So.
It's pretty goddamn beautiful.
Good luck.
Actually.
Good luck, Azri.
He needs...
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's beautiful. At least he went out to a similarly buff lizard.
So, let's look at hit point condition, and I'll tell you exactly where you are.
2. That puts him at
you are instantly
negative
killed.
118.
You are instantly with you get your soak still, so you've got
negative 107.
Yeah, you are instantly killed.
He does get the spiritual.
You do get the spiritual, so you can roll your spiritual influence, and if you're able to succeed on that, you do survive.
Oh boy.
But you are unconscious.
Calling.
I will probably put you unconscious for the rest of the combat, even if you succeed.
to be my boy here. What button is it? Is the little cross up?
The cross.
The little cross, yeah.
Moment of truth, Sathama. He didn't do good enough. He didn't do good enough. So he was the best boy, but not the bestest. It seems.
You want to describe it or me?
Oh, go ahead.
So, as you were knocked to the ground by the spear, the Varg pulls away the spear-wielding warrior, gets his attention, but the attacks from this monster of a Molfiend with his 2-handed blade do not cease. He presses forward. And now, cousin, I show you why we are superior. And he brings the blade down and just chops through Azrig deep. And the last thing you see before you fade, Azrig, is the ceiling of a temple, dying in a place you don't understand.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oof. Balthazar is gone. This warrior is fighting the Varg. Heavy attack on the Varg. Knocks the Varg to the ground. Heavy spear strike taking out the legs, and goes for a single quick strike on the creature as well. To no avail. Soth, you have seen Azrig die very clearly.
Okay, 1 second. So that's 18.
What are you trying to adjust?
The health. Okay, and then that one went through for whatever reason. So, Azric's dead. That sucks. I don't know. I don't have anything to do, really. I guess I can bend another frenzy and summon another thing, but...
Could do,
we'll do the Vargs first. So, Varg's gonna get up and attack, right?
Okay,
so
the one on bottom.
To get up, right?
Yep.
Oh, the one on bottom was the one that took 26?
Yes, the one on bottom was the one who got... He's at 36. The other Varg is at whatever the other Varg was at. But no, the bottom Varg was the one that got hit by the spearman.
Okay. So
Top Varg's balling.
Yeah. So top Varg, I'm gonna do that one first. He's gonna go for heavy attack.
All right. He gets -1 to defend because he's on the ground. He is hit. That is ×2 damage.
Got that +5 in there.
Yep, I've updated it now, so it's good. And he is quite dead. You can describe that to me.
Grounded, the Varg takes this opportunity to go straight for her neck, tears flesh, and just starts ripping it to shreds, violently snapping its head back and forth, left and right, blood splattering all over the place. Pretty edgy.
Ah!
And how much is it? How much movement is it to get up?
I think it's half. Yeah.
Okay, so I have 8 squares left.
So that Varg was not knocked down.
Fuck.
It was the other one.
Okay. So, yeah, he'll move over and come up to this end. Actually, I was attacking that dude, so he'll go over there. That's more than 16. Right? Now the Varg's going to continue to attack Clothy Boy. Wait, which one's in the cloak? White or...
The one below you is the one in the cloak.
Okay, yeah. So we're attacking them. We're going to go with a heavy attack, too. Why not?
Do it.
Yeah.
I left my torch over there or something. I can't see anything.
Defense. Got him.
And then attack. Damage. Unarmed. Modifier. None. Power. None. 4, 8.
So the Varg bites, and while this man is not as heavily armored, he does have some, and it does not seem to get through the leather he is wearing.
Now I am going to. I can siphon power from mana, right? Summer transfers into. Yeah.
Yep.
How much health is my top Varg?
36.
36.
36. Mm-hmm.
I'll siphon 10 from him and 10 from Healthy Varg.
I think you have to roll on siphon.
Yeah, but that's my intention. So here we go. Where is it? Fuck. I gotta click Soph. That's why.
So you succeed the cast and then roll the effect, and we'll see how much you have to soak. Or have to pull, like I should say. It'd be whatever the dice times your level.
Siphon power, blah blah blah. Some American transfer S 5. Things on there. Control D20 times 5. This came. What?
Roll your. There should be an effect for siphon, I think.
D20 HP or mana pool. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
D20.
Times your level, I think, unless it says otherwise.
D20 HP or mana per round. No, just D20.
Okay. How many rounds?
Until I cancel it.
Okay, understood. What?
Uh,
So 6
okay,
per.
6. Yeah. Oh, 6 each then, right? 6 on both. Or is it
Yes,
6
I think it's. Let me read it to make sure. Siphon power.
Place upon a summoned creature, so attack.
A summoned creature, so it's just one.
Simply add 2 marks. This one could transfer. This may be used up to 5 of the summoner's beings that are under.
Oh, okay. So you use this on 2. So it's
Yeah, it's 6 each. It's D20
6 each?
times 5 is the
Okay.
example.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, and then it lasts for 5 rounds. It says.
Duration 5 rounds, and I think I can cancel it or it dies, right? And that's once
I don't think you can.
Oh, what was I doing last time then? I remember that shit I could cancel. Whatever. I'm just siphon.
Okay, so it takes 6 from them each. That costs you 1 action. You get that was a 10 mana drain to cast,
So
but
from
you
4
get
plus 12.
yeah. So you get
16 total.
16. Yep, you get 16, and they go down to 30 and 38.
That's it for me.
Azric can't act.
Oof.
The Magi is dead. Aragorn, you heard a very vicious noise to your south.
He takes off in that direction, as there are no more targets here. Oops, I don't want to lose my mark there. 2, 4, 5, 6. Let me 5 right there. 5 to there. I still cannot see anything around me. 5. Torch on. Let me see something. Oh, that would have freaking helped. Oh, I still can't see anybody. I wouldn't have been able to help him. Now I can actually see.
All right. Yeah, so when you do see it, you do see this large mole fiend in studded leathers and carrying a heavy two-handed blade standing over Azric. Azric is not moving, has a deep, deep cut straight through his torso that looks almost go all the way through him.
And as he sees him laying there dead, it is just a look of... He was smiling as he was coming up the steps, you know, like he had just killed that wizard, so he was charging up, ready for more fun, until he sees this, and this look of dread and horror on his face turns to total anger, and he shouts out Azric's name. No! Azric! And attacks the lizard man here with a 3-hit combo at first.
Do it. Ooh.
Oh my god. The rolls.
You know what you gotta do. Oh no.
Of course.
You could hit, so roll a d6. 1 through 3 you hit Sosavarg, 4 through 6 you hit yourself. You hit the Varg. Roll your damage and cut it in half for the 3 hit.
Jesus.
It's not going good.
That is not going good.
It's a lot of 4s.
44.
Baby. You knock him to the ground with your...
He's just totally raged. Stabs into him like right above his belt, into the or right above his hip, digging the blade into his scales in a flash. His green blood spits out onto the blade, and he twists it as the lizardman falls back onto the ground.
Yeah, and the morphine falls back and goes down almost prone and bounces himself up with his tail and... Your friend was weak. Witness true strength. And goes to swing at you with his mighty blade. Another 3 hit.
Against us right now.
Nice.
And stop and twing, twing, twing.
The warrior sees a lot of dead people around him. Sees himself surrounded by Vargs and his companion dead. He's gonna see if he's gonna stay in this one. He is.
He's hard.
He continues to go at the Varg above him. Heavy strike. Ooh. That's probably gonna kill it. Stumbles just a bit, and the Varg takes advantage and forces him onto his back again.
And I'll summon another one with a frenzy, I guess.
Go in. Roll it.
Oh, baby.
Healing potion.
Where do you want this good boy?
We'll put that good old boy, good old pal of mine right there. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. And then let me give him his own hit points. There you go.
And then minus 10, 12. Does he get an attack or no?
He certainly does. Go for it.
Let's fucking hound on this down boy.
Do it.
How's he looking? He's looking almost dead at all? Is
He looks bloodied, but he still has some fight in him.
Yeah, we'll go for a normal quick attack then.
Okay.
And oh.
Ooh. These dogs have been MVPs.
So
It's double damage.
2?
Yep.
Grounded doesn't matter though, right? No.
Grounded just makes it worse for him to defend. So he would have had a -1. He would have had an 8 technically there, but you would still would have critted. Shredding him. He is still alive, but he's getting shredded up.
Second bite.
It still just barely manages to fend off this Varg.
And that's with the -2 from him being grounded?
-1 on prone, I
Oh.
believe. Yeah, let me double check that to make sure. Yep, -1 to defend on prone.
What a
So
guy.
yeah, lucky boy. Aragorn again in Duel of the Fates.
Nice. Did that guy go at me? He
I
did.
He did. He missed. You were able to fend him
Nice.
off.
Keep doing that. Keep missing. All right.
No promises.
I am only at 2 frenzy, so I'm gonna save those for something, I think. And I'm gonna come at him with. Here's 1 action for blade dance. No, blade form, and then I'm going to heavy attack him.
Go ahead.
Damn it. And that's it.
All right.
Save this frenzy.
He comes in again with a heavy combo here, or a combo. Another 3.
Okay. Gonna go for the block.
He fails. Fending off. It's back and forth. This clash of steel on steel. It's you're both going back and forth against each other. The warrior works to stand up and try to fend off these Vargs again. He goes for the Varg to his south. The heavy. Oh. Roll your defense to see if you... Yeah, you are not hurt. He would have missed regardless, but this could be really bad for him. How the hell do you... Oh, actually, this is interesting.
Ah!
Aragorn, as you're fighting with Karazi, you see a spear get knocked away by a Varg and stab into the back of him. It was a heavy strike. So I'll roll it with multipliers and half it, I think is how we want to do it. 6. No, it doesn't even get through. Just nicks him.
Yeah.
And then he makes a follow-up attack against the wolf trying to bat away this a light strike. Does connect. This guy's life is so rough right now. 8. So it'd be 6 damage to the Varg on the bottom.
Familiar number. Just losing sand. Giving me mana and shit.
It's your turn again, Soth. Ek, I appreciate you sticking with us.
Yeah, of course.
We're almost there.
Alright, so Varg bottom. Quick attack.
Do it. He's not prone right now, by the way. He did get up. Okay. And fence. Ooh. Counter-strike.
I gotta take it from the
They might turn it around at this
Ooh.
rate.
He is, your Varg's gonna be at 16-4, I think, right now. After that hit, and is knocked to the ground. I believe. No, they have a high body. They have a high body at 16.5, dude. No, he's fine. He's not. He's just heavily damaged. Let me adjust that round too. I think he's been around for a minute.
Second quick attack.
Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Double damage.
Nice.
Very nice. Cutting him down slowly but surely. Again, all these bite marks are adding up. He looks very heavily wounded.
Top Varg. Quick attack.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And you still hit. It's a critical, so he didn't defend it. Crits always hit unless they're counter critted. So double.
Man, that guy's getting...
He gets knocked to the ground again. He's screaming. You hear the fear.
Just put him out of his misery. One more. That's quick attack.
Do it. -1 to defend. Does not hit him.
And Siphon Power I can end at will, it says it.
Oh, okay.
So I will cut that off,
Very good.
And I guess prepare to summon my other Varg, apparently. Now I'll summon an imp this time.
Alright, so you're getting ready to summon an imp. Okay, I think that is 3 actions as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just gonna... Are you gonna do that all this turn, or are you gonna do that next turn?
I'll finish it off next turn.
Okay, so 2 in and then 1 for next turn. Aragorn.
Alright. Gonna use the 1 action for the blade form again. I am gonna burn 1 frenzy this time and go in for the 3-hit combo.
Do it. Be the hero.
All I really need is 1 frenzy for a close call saved. 3-hit combo. And I shout to the gods of luck, the god of luck, Moldo.
Roll an SI. If you're actually praying. Oh. Yeah, roll your SI just for funsies. No, not quite.
He's playing something else.
Not watching the. Not what he's missing a great fight. Oh my goodness!
Damn you, Moldo!
Oh man, it's great. This guy's not that much better than the guys you were just fighting. Anything else from you?
Is it?
All right.
Got 1 more card to play after this.
Here it comes. Another 3.
Oh god, I cannot get hit by this, so I'm gonna burn a saga point to use blade form. I get to roll a dancing skill check. Well, 5 to 10, I get +1. If I roll 11 or higher, I get +2.
Okay. So you think you can dance? Let's see it. That's higher than 10.
An extra +2 to defend.
Very good.
Let's do it with my blade form. Good, that's good, that's good.
Nice.
Oh.
Needed it.
I
needed it.
So dancing his blades around. He's finally able to maintain a little bit more, channel out the rage and concentrate more on his defense, and it just barely saves him as he slaps the 3 strikes away.
Yeah, he's breathing heavy as you guys are fighting. You're a good human. I will give you that. And the warrior. Nope. Quick attack. Yes. And ends it.
Ah, my vision, no. Nine days.
No, not quite.
Oh
man.
Try.
It's
He's fighting for his life.
Ooh.
Ooh. Roll that. Unarmed.
Let's click the unarmed.
Yeah, he fumbled.
it's an action.
Yeah, he falls to the ground and Svarg trips and slips.
On the blood of his enemies. Come on.
Oh god, yeah, this area is covered in blood. Everybody's blood.
Oh, that is it for me.
Alright. He's gonna get back to his feet and keep coming at you. Oof. Oh!
God, that was
The
it.
big boy hit. He's been waiting for this moment. This lad is gonna fucking sweep. Here comes like 2,000
It
damage.
was not what I wanted to see. That's not what I wanted to see. Alright. Come on, Maldo.
Ooh, shit.
Come
Well,
on, Rogue.
this ain't good, Rogue.
Oh, it is not. Was this a heavy or a 3?
That was a 3.
God. Oh.
I am dead.
You can make your S. You can try to make your SI.
Although, stop playing PlayStation 4, you son.
The fucking great sword, dude.
Two-handed sword.
He's coming. We killed the fucking big legendary bad guys, but they're fucking bodyguards.
Oh, what's that demon do?
Oh no.
Is he gonna... Or whatever it is.
Yeah, hold on a second. So you appear that you fade into black for right now, Aragorn, and Karazi stands there and just roars out. "Ah!" You're with blood all over his blade. The two of you laying next to him, dead. You start fading into another world, Aragorn, in a second. This warrior is gonna make some attacks.
To yourself.
I can just imagine us both like running out and triggering the last few traps that we managed to miss on the way.
It's like, I'm out of here.
Oh, I'm out of here, dude.
Makes sense. This fucking dude.
All my friends are dead.
Hang on, wild man. I wanted to go kill scorpions, dude.
It is, yeah, it is brutal. You see this as well. So this Aragorn basically gets cleaved into halfway into his abdominals and ripped out, and his guts spill out on the floor. Body begins to twitch heavily, unnaturally even to you, maybe so. Lost that sheet. There it is. Heavy attack against the Varg.
I do have a quick question before you do this.
Yes.
On the round that I fumbled and got grounded, you can't get up that round, right?
No, because so when you run out of actions, you aren't able to move.
Okay.
And that would have, because it was an unarmed action that put him down, he would have lost his second action and been unable to move.
Gotcha.
So 21.
On the VAR?
Right. $28.
It's 26.
Yes.
Okay.
More quick strike. $10.
Nope. Fucking put his health at 10. What was I? It's 24 now. Okay.
Yep. It is now your turn, so.
I'm gonna start walking away, back the way we came, and I'm gonna leave my guys a fight. So,
All right.
Imp's gonna go quick attack. Of course.
Man. Ooh.
Oh
These
man.
fucking rolls tonight. Holy shit.
Roll on that. Falls to the ground.
Varg's gonna get up. Go for a attack.
So that was for the imp's attack. This is for the next. Oh man.
Fucking sliced up.
Oh no, he doesn't. The imp doesn't need to defend. He just takes the fumble. The Varg needs to attack if you're gonna do it. is made to you, you deny it, and you see yourself cast out from your body. You begin to float on high, heading into the sky, into the air. Strangely, the world around you is light. You float through the air, but as you are leaving, so if you see this physical part of it, Aragorn's corpse starts to change, shift. And reforming from the flesh, this large darkness, this form, a shape of a humanoid, but not, rises out. Good. That was becoming a bit cramped. And the last thing that your summons see is a long string of dark tendrils that rip through and begin to shred everyone in the room that remains. And Soth, as you are the sole survivor, describe what you do as you leave, your feelings as you leave, as you flee.
So, maybe very, very hurt, you know? He can feel tears welling up in his eyes as he flees. He's not, like, in a full sprint because he believes he has enough space between, that he doesn't have to be reckless in his retreat, right? Just in case there are any hidden traps that we didn't catch. But he's going to go the same path that we came by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're able to navigate it. You don't encounter any issues with traps or anything.
He's going to mourn the loss of his friends, of the mercenary guild that he planned on making, and all their plans. He'll begrudgingly accept that he is now alone again, just as he was before he met them. Always alone, always on the run, never with a home.
Never knowing that Aragorn did take his advice and deny the offer from the demon that last time. To try to head off to the spirit world to see his love again.
Yeah, we'll get
didn't know any of that.
And we'll get some closing RP from Aragorn and Asrig. Asrig, go ahead. What were Asrig's last thoughts as the blade was about to fall?
Yeah, Asrig, the faint memories of the one he considered his mother, his mentor, slowly beginning to slip back into his mind as all the things that needed to be done, all the small pieces that never quite came together just fell out of his grasp.
And Aragorn?
And the demon, as it made its offer to kind of let him take control and take his enemy out. It was tempting, but the words of Soth, his last warning about the demon, kind of echoed in his mind, and he denied it so that he could travel onward and hopefully reach heaven to be reunited with his lost love.
And when you do finally stop floating after what seems like an eternity, you do see a familiar face waiting for you, holding out her hand to take yours. And the scene fades to black. Unexpected end for Sundered Sands, but
gone after Wallachites, man.
But we may continue, everyone, with new characters, new players, who knows? But thank you everybody for sticking around, everybody who's been watching, and we'll go ahead and call the recording there.
Yeah, thanks for GMing.